What do you think about background checks? You think that's important to keep women safe?
Well, I mean, I would never be one to tell a woman not to do whatever it is that makes her feel comfortable. I don't know that I want to use the word important. I think it's one of the many options that you have. I mean, Google numbers are very obvious by the area code that they are, but the reality is that I still will always feel fairly strongly, Kathlyn, that you have to trust your gut, and I still will always come from the place of, if you have your boundaries and protocols, which goes on top of what we said last episode, and you've had conversations and you feel there are red flags, this is part of my concern with avoiding trusting your gut. When you know your life has taught you to see red flags, feel red flags, have a spidey sense about red flags, you should listen to it. And so if that leads you to want to have a background check, okay. When my spidey sense for Kevin says somebody might be just BS crazy, I think we know what that two words to bat crazy. I just walk. I don't need a background check, and it's not a male female thing. It's just when my spidey sense says this is what I sense, I just walk away. But if someone doesn't trust their gut, totally understand that. Certainly a background check, and men lie all the time. They lie constantly. So somebody being married, I mean, this is not uncommon. So if that's what makes you feel comfortable to meet for a coffee during the day or something at, later in the afternoon with the sun out in public, then by all means, whatever it is that makes you comfortable, that's what you should do, for sure.
Yeah, and the general consensus from the men that I've spoken with in regards to this topic of background checks have the same response as you. Definitely. You trust your intuition. If your gut says something's not right, it's not right. However, there's nothing wrong. And again, the general consensus from men and women that I've spoken with is to running a quick background check. Now, it's not the full, rap sheet kind of background check. Basically, it'll tell you, are you who you say you are? You run a phone number and you see that it comes back to that person, or it comes back to a woman and you see that on her Facebook, they're actually married. So it can save you some time and it can save you some heartache. And some men, let's face it, are, experts at being dishonest. Yeah.